wait for some people to join. One person, yay! We're gonna wait a couple minutes, let people join. Hi everyone! I know it's a bit delayed, so I'm just like sitting here. This lighting is kind of strange. Hang on one second. Okay, that's better. I'm coming. Okay. Hi everyone. Now there's people joining, but it's always the awkward first few minutes of a live stream. Where did the comments go? Oh, there we go. I see. Hi everyone. Okay. Yes, people are here. That's better. Okay. Hi everyone. Happy October. This is one of my favorite months. So, first off, since it's October, one of my favorite months, like I just said, we have some new Halloween merch on my website, Ballet Freak. So, it is going to be available through October 10th, and if you want 15% off, it will also get you 15% off site-wide. Use code BOO15, and the B of BOO is capital. I also posted it on my Instagram story, and I will... Why do the comments keep disappearing? And I will put this somewhere in the description. Let me type it. Okay, all messages are visible. There we go, I fixed it. Okay. Can I type anything on here? I'm not sure. I'm using it on my phone, so I'm kind of getting used to this. Okay. I don't know if I can type anything, but we're just gonna go with it. I miss you guys too. Anyways, back to the promotion thing. So merch is available through October 10th, Halloween merch. So be sure to check that out, balletfreak.com. And also, since it's October, I'm going to have some like Halloween themed videos coming out, like a Halloween edition of What's in My Dance Bag. I did one of those a while ago, but I think I'm going to do an updated one because that was pretty fun. So if you have any other ideas, let me know. Be interested to see. Okay, so tomorrow is October 2nd. It's almost October 2nd in certain parts of the world, but it is World Ballet Day tomorrow, and I feel like it's kind of underrated this year. I haven't really heard too much about it, actually. I've seen the companies post about it that are being a part of it, but I thought we would kind of talk about it, and I'm like interested to hear like what your favorite parts of it are too, and share what my favorite parts are, and if you have any questions, and like how we can watch it. So I know, hi! So I know Australia Ballet starts it off, and I think it's starting pretty soon, actually. So we'll have to double check the time on that. I know they're doing class and rehearsal, but I couldn't really find what they were doing specifically. So we'll have to tune into that, because I know that is coming on soon, and they live stream it, I believe, on their Facebook page. And then one of my favorites that we get to see is the Royal Ballet. It's always one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite companies. Such a beautiful company, beautiful rep, beautiful dancers. But I always miss it because it's always in the middle of the night, and I would stay up, but World Ballet Day is always in the middle of the week, and I have rehearsals or classes. And I've work tomorrow. We have rehearsals. We have Sleeping Beauty coming up, so we're going to be at the theater too. So I'll have to watch it afterwards. They do leave it up on their YouTube and Facebook page, I believe, for, I think, at least a week after. I didn't actually watch it last year, I just missed it, but I'm going to watch it this year because I think they're rehearsing Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and it showcases a lot of their top dancers, and I mean, all of their dancers are incredible, but let's see. I have a screenshot on my computer. I'm looking at my computer behind me, if that's what you're wondering. Also, thank you for submitting questions in the comments. I am going to answer those after we go over World Ballet Day, which I'm almost done with. Okay, let's see. I have it screenshotted somewhere. No, that is Bolshoi. Actually, just kidding. Bolshoi Ballet comes on before Royal Ballet, but we'll continue talking about Royal Ballet. Bolshoi Ballet I typically catch a bit of because it's, I think it starts at 12 a.m. my time. So that would be 11 p.m. West Coast time and 11, 12, 1, 2 p.m. East Coast time. Sorry, it took me a minute. Yay, World Ballet Day in Greece. That's awesome. Greetings from Denver. That's where I am right now. Okay. Why are none of these... I thought I had a screenshot of it. Is this it? Okay, yes. So we'll be able to see morning class from Royal Ballet, which I think you see from all of the company. And it looks like they're rehearsing a piece called The Dreamers Ever Leave You. And then I also saw we're going to see clips of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Christopher Wheeldon. And we'll be able to see dancers like Francesca Hayward, Alexander Campbell. And I also have it on their Facebook page somewhere. No, I have their website pulled up. Here we go. You can also go to worldballetday.com and that will tell you all about it. So, it's so cool being able to see into rehearsals of like some of the top companies in the world. It's so cool. I'm like geeking out right now. Okay, Stephen McRae, Sarah Lamb, they're rehearsing Marilyn. We'll also see some of the Royal Ballet School. Ooh, rehearsal of La Bayadere with Natalia Osipova and some other dancers. That's fun. Rehearsal of La Bayadere with the Corps de Ballet. If you go to Royal Ballet's website, if you Google that, there's a schedule on their website. Rehearsal of Winter's Dream with Marinella Nuez and Thiago Soares. Stunning. And I also did see rehearsals of Alice in Wonderland on, I think, World Ballet Day's website, but I guess we'll find out. Then Bolshoi, I think they were also doing Bayadere, maybe it was Corsair. Let's see, I have that somewhere. Okay, sorry, I keep putting my hand there. I'll get to these questions in a couple minutes. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching, by the way. It means a lot. It's fun to chat with you all on here. Okay, here is Bolshoi's. They have theirs on their Facebook page. They are going to rehearse. Well, you'll see class, then you'll get to see Dennis Rodkin rehearse. You'll get to see the rehearsal of the ballet Anna Karina. The ballet Nureyev rehearsals. I think National Ballet of Canada showed that last year, and that was really awesome. And then some other individual rehearsals in there as well. And then also, I think throughout these live streams, other companies from throughout the world join in too. So like they'll switch over to, for example, Birmingham Royal Ballet, and you'll get to see some of the rehearsals too. So there's a full list of that, I believe, on the World Ballet Day Facebook page. Like so many companies, I would say over 100, are going to be involved in this. But the main ones this year are the Australian Ballet, the Bolshoi Ballet, and the Royal Ballet. So, Bolshoi Ballet starts at 12 a.m. my time. And I think Royal Ballet, so Royal Ballet is on at 5 a.m. my time. So that would be 4 a.m. West Coast time and 4, 5, 6, 7 East Coast time. So 7 a.m. East Coast time. Maybe if I was on the East Coast, I could get up and watch it, but 5 a.m. is a little rough. So I'll just have to watch that after. And I'm not sure what time it ends, but we'll have to see. Okay, so that's basically the gist of World Ballet Day. It's so cool to be able to see like the inside of rehearsals, especially of like top companies like this. And they always do like interviews throughout it too, so you get to hear some of the dancers answer questions and stuff like that. It's really awesome to be able to see inside daily company life of companies throughout the world. So I'm excited for it to start. Australian Ballet should be on pretty soon, so I'm gonna probably put that on after this live stream. All right, so okay, so if new people just joined, if you want to submit any questions, I'm gonna do a quick Q&A. Looks like I have some on here. So, let's see. Abby asked, what was your favorite SI you went to? So what was my favorite summer intensive? That's a good question. So I did ABT for 2 years, and I did Ellison Ballet for, gosh, 5 years, I think, or 5 summers. I think my favorite would be the Ellison Ballet Pas de Deux intensive, just because I love partnering so much, and it was really awesome to be able to learn 2 full Pas de Deux over the course of 2 weeks. And working with Mr. Ellison is, of course, amazing. I love him. But I've also done the variations intensive at Ellison Ballet, and that's awesome too. You learn so much. I don't know, they're also different. They're also fun and amazing. Like, you get to learn so much in such a short amount of time. It's always fun to go away during the summer and like be able to work with a variety of amazing different teachers and be around other students too. It's awesome. So those are the ones I have been to. Okay. Oh, also I did Master Ballet Academy Summer Intensive 2 years ago, I think. That one's awesome too. You get to learn. So they do like rep, like this, I think this year was Don Q, but I wasn't there for it. I was in New York. So basically you learn like the corps de ballet, the pas, some variations, and you perform it at the end. I think this year they did it at the Orpheum, which was really cool. So it was like a real performance. You get to work with a lot of different teachers too, and get exposure to good contemporary teachers as well, which is really awesome. So you're just dealing with the AZ heat. That is all you have to deal with, 120-degree weather. But if you're inside all day, I guess it doesn't matter. And I don't think I could pick one, though, because they're all so different. What was your favorite performance you've been in? Ooh. So since it's October, this one just came to my mind. So when I was younger, with California Ballet, I was back in San Diego. I think I was about 10 and maybe 9, and they were doing Dracula at the Civic Center Theater downtown. And you know me, if you know me, I love like Halloween, I love vampires, I love the story of Dracula. So to see it be done in a ballet is awesome. I wish more companies did it or like made it a tradition. I think it would be really cool. And I was the little girl that I believe it was Lucy, I hope, or the other one, Nina. I think it was Lucy though. So we entered from the doors that lead into the audience. So we would walk through the aisles in the audience. She would be holding a doll that I would be following. She'd blood all over her, and then I would go on stage, and then I would get rescued. I don't remember by who, but that was really fun. I mean, I didn't really dance, but it was a cool production to be like a part of. Let's see, favorite performance. I don't know. I just love performing in general, so anytime I get to perform, it's amazing and super fun. We're doing Sleeping Beauty this weekend, so my first official company performance, well, studio company. I'm so excited. My favorite part is watching Royal Ballet's company class. I love it. Royal Ballet is amazing. I think being able to watch any company class too is pretty awesome because just so cool to see how different companies do class. What is your favorite variation that you have danced? That is a good question. I think I've always loved working on Black Swan. I think it's personally one of the hardest variations out there. Not even steps or technique wise, but also artistry wise. I just love that role. Also, Bridesmaids variation, the jumping one that I did for IBC, I really like that one. It's really fun. I just love the style of like Paquita variations and Don Quixote variations, like with the port de bras. It's so fun. Also the Paquita variation I did with the entrelaçais, so that one was also fun. I don't know, it's hard to pick just one. There's so many. Gamzotti too, it's one of my favorites. Royal, yes, love Royal. How is your daily schedule in the company? Is it the way you imagined? So it varies from day to day, but we always have company class at 9:30 unless it is different during like theater week or showtime. It's a bit later, but then so we'll have class. For studio company, it just depends on like how the company is rehearsing and what you're dancing. So sometimes we'll have really long breaks and then not as many rehearsals, but then other days we'll have a full day of rehearsals. So it just really depends on the company's schedule, and then we go into that. Yeah, it's pretty like much what I expected. Yeah, I would say just taking class and then rehearsals. So I think, and then we have theater week this week, so it just varies from day to day, especially for studio company. I am with the Colorado Ballet Studio Company. Do you believe that ballet can be choreographed and, where'd it go? Okay. Do you believe that ballet can be choreographed and still looks breathtaking with other types of music? So basically, like, if ballet can be choreographed to, like, for example, rock music or, like, alternative music, I think if it's the right song, it can be really cool. I kind of would like to see more of it or experiment more with that, like, to, like, normal music or stuff like that. I know Boston Ballet just did a music video to a band song. I don't remember what band, but it's really cool. I think it's cool to see the worlds mix. I love music, like bands and stuff and concerts, so I like seeing the worlds collide and collaborate. So I think if it's like the right song choice and the choreography works well, then yeah. How do you prevent injuries? That's a great question, actually. So, preventing injuries, I think, is taking care of your muscles. Not just when you start to feel something happen, but building like routine, like rolling out before class or icing your feet after class, which I need to start doing, or taking Epsom salt baths even. But for me, one of the things I have to do before class, no matter what, is roll out with my foam roller. It's a must. I can't take class without doing that. So I'll start with my quads and my lower back and then get into my upper back, and then I'll also take a ball under my calves and do that as well. And after rehearsals or in between, if I'm not dancing anything, I'll roll my calves out either on the bar or with a ball. That helps. Also massaging your muscles with like arnica, tiger balm, or I love the deep blue cream. It's a bit more expensive, but it's lasted me a while and it really helps actually. Or if you can, or if it's provided for you, I would suggest PT or like going to the chiropractor. Physical therapy is definitely a good way to, even if nothing's bothering, it's a good way to keep your body like in tip-top shape. But I know it's expensive. When I was training, I did not get really much PT at all. So it's just whatever you are able to do and get. But you can do a lot of stuff on your own, like stretching, rolling out, and all of that. Also, take a look at your technique too, or ask your teachers, because maybe the way you plie like with your knees, that could slowly evolve to an injury. So just check like your technique, like stuff at the bar too. It's a good way to prevent injuries, and, like your form and stuff. Amazing tips. Yeah, of course. How long are you with Colorado Ballet for? Well, typically studio company is a 2-year program. That's what it seems like. But as of right now, just through April is our season, and then we'll see what happens for the next year, I guess. But I'm really liking it so far. Let's see. I love the Black Swan as well. It is so difficult, though. Yeah, it's really hard. Thank you for answering my question. Of course, thank you for submitting it. Sorry, I'm like trying to learn how to use this. You inspire me to work harder and get amazing technique like you. I love it. You're so gorgeous. That is so nice. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and I'm happy to help all of you and like hopefully help you and give you tips, like just from like my experiences throughout the years too. And I'm still learning as well. So like, especially ballet is something that you always are learning and working on and finding new ways to do things, or, you know, all of that. Yes, I am in Colorado right now. If anyone has any other questions, I will hang around on this for a couple more minutes. While I wait, I'm going to check to see if Australian Ballet has started. I don't remember what time they are on at. Or if anyone has any video request ideas, feel free to let me know. I could use the help. World Ballet Day. Actually, wait, I have Facebook open right here. Ponche tips. That is a good question. I should just do a video about this, not just talking about it, but like showing you, because I feel like that would help more. But yeah, I feel like that'd be easier to like show. But basically, you want to like try to keep your back up when you go forward in Ponche, so not just like dive down and lift your leg. You want to try to make it like this kind of, so like your back is up as much as you can. And then when you come up, use your leg to bring you up with your back, so it's not just like whoop, like try to keep the leg up as much as you can, and then use your hamstring to lower it. I'll try to get in the studio and make a video about that, because I feel like it's much easier where I can show it on me or on someone else. Okay, let's see, I got a couple more questions. How do you stay warm between warm-up and the show? It's a good question. Theaters are usually pretty cold, so lots of warm-ups. Make sure to have booties for your feet or socks or something. Not necessarily stretch, but more like I do leg swings, more active movements. Like, for example, you can do like small jumping jacks or jogs in place. And then once my heart rate is up a bit, then I'll do some stretching and rolling out. But lots of warm-ups, especially backstage. I don't know why, it's always freezing. Any tips that would make Pointe easier? These are all great questions for videos, so I am going to put this on my list of videos to do. Make Pointe easier. I think building up strength in your ankles before you do Pointe, so you can do TheraBand exercises. So just even simple like pointing and flexing with a TheraBand around you. Even just simple releves. People kind of overlook this, but even just doing simple releves in first position, rising up and down. So do it without plie, and then also do it with plie, rise up. And do that on 1 foot too, and on 2 feet. People overlook that, but that's actually like a great strength building exercise. So do that, I'd say on flat, and then also do it on Pointe maybe. But best way to roll out the hamstrings. Foam roller doesn't do too much. I find the foam roller works pretty well for me personally if I find like the right spot and the right amount of pressure. You can also put your leg over a bar if you have room and do that. Sometimes that works a bit better. Or there's like the spiky foam rollers. Those hurt a lot, but I've heard a lot of good things that they work really well in the hamstrings. Pretty painful, but if you want more, then maybe that. There's also vibrating foam rollers that like help massage it out better. You could try that as well. Or even just getting a tennis ball and finding the spots like in your hamstring. Any tips to get more flexible feet and arches? So I personally do not like foot stretchers. That's just my personal opinion. They hurt, like my Achilles, and I had an impingement in my ankle, like on, I'm gonna bring my foot in, this part right here. So I don't know, not good feelings for me, but for some people they are awesome. So again, it's just like a personal preference. I would say a lot of strengthening, but also stretching. I like to stretch my feet, so I put my feet in my Pointe shoes, and I will like, so I'll go like this, and then I'll like stretch them. I can't see my feet, but again, this is something I'd have to make a video about so you can, but also make sure to strengthen as long with stretching. Even just simple tendus and working through your feet in flat and point shoes can help. Tips to make your arches more flexible. Oh, sorry, I just answered that. Okay, I think I got all of them. So these are all actually great questions that can correlate to videos. So if you guys would be interested in seeing videos in them too, I can make some like quick tip videos. Hopefully I can get into the studio. I do have a couple days off soon, so I'll try to do it then. I've gotten to the point where my feet are so strong that my feet have gotten bulkier. That's interesting. I would suggest trying to stretch and lengthen them. So maybe Google or do your research or see if you can get any tips from other dancers. I'm not too familiar with this, but it sounds like you need to kind of lengthen the muscles. So maybe see what you're doing in your routine that's bulking them, then try to switch that to lengthen it instead. Upper back / shoulder flexibility. So for shoulder flexibility, you can take a TheraBand and you can hold it as close or as loose as you want, or you can do a towel and you basically like bring it behind you and then bring it forward, doing that. Or you can also go against a wall and like put your arm against a wall and lean forward and you'll feel a stretch right here. Upper back, I would suggest like just doing backups. So you lay on your stomach and you do backups. And rolling out with the foam roller helps too. And they can't get past a certain point where I can't really point farther than like a little bit lower than a flat point. I would just maybe experiment with some different stretches to lengthen rather than bulk. That would be my suggestion. Stretches to get more flexible hips. So this has been an issue of mine, hip tightness. Middle splits have always been a struggle. So how I got my middle splits is when I was at Ellison, we would, after bar, so make sure you're fully warm first off. If you're doing any stretches, don't ever do them cold. So make sure, I would suggest doing it after class because your body's pretty warm then, or do some leg swings and jumping jacks and light stretching before. We would do our splits on a foam roller, so we would do front on both sides and then we would do middle splits on both sides. So that's how I got my middle splits. Also, I do lunges before class, not really before class, but either after like rond de jambes or after bar. You lunge forward and you feel a stretch in the hip flexor, and that feels really nice. Also, rolling out my quads can help release tightness in my hip flexor. Okay, well, I think those are some pretty good questions. Okay, this will be my last one unless I get one more. Tips on balancing. Just practicing it, really. So you can do it on point or flat. And go to the bar. Fine, you can either do it in like coupe, or you can even start on susu and 2 feet and just find where your upper body needs to be. For some people, it's like a bit more forward and also the height of their arms. It's kind of an experiment. And then you can also do coupe or passe and just test your balance at the bar and see where your weight needs to go and see where you're falling. Just a lot of practice, I think. When you go get fitted for point shoes, I go home and they no longer fit well. That's interesting. Are you trying it on with the same padding or whatever you use that you did at the store? Your feet could also be swollen too. Some people get bigger point shoes, like a tiny bit bigger, because sometimes their feet swell when they dance, so they will get a size slightly bigger. Yeah. Any variations you recommend that are not as advanced that you would suggest to someone who is still building the strength and confidence in point shoes and to eventually perform YGP? That is a good question. Let me think about this. I feel like Talisman is a good one to work on. You can change it to like my version. I did the Pike Ba 2. It's on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Cupid variation seems to be a common one among that group of people. That's a good question. That's something I have to think about. You can also change and modify too. A lot of people do that as well. A lot of people do La Fille Malgarde. Or there's some Paquita ones too that are good to work on for beginners, I think. I think it's the one where they walk like this coming out. I don't remember which number it is. I think 5 or 6 maybe. I don't know. I feel like Talisman's a good one. I don't know why. It just like came to my mind first. Tips for partner analysis turns. Ooh, that's tricky. I think just finding your right balance. Make sure you don't stick your butt out when you do an analysis cone. Make sure it's like aligned and your pelvis is down. Also pull up through the hamstring on the leg that you're turning on and just hold it. Just have to hold it, and then typically you go into Ponche. It's kind of scary, but just start with half or a single and then down and then work your way up. Just kind of have to go for it. It's one of those steps. The shank doesn't line up your foot. That's interesting. You'd have to go in and experiment. You could also message Josephine from the Pointe shop. Yeah, sorry, I just like wanted to make sure that was what it's called. Let me see. Yeah, so you can message Josephine from the Pointe shop. I did. She has a Facebook page and Instagram. You could ask her. She's a master point shoe fitter. I did a live stream with her a couple weeks ago. She's great, so I would ask her. She would definitely be the person to help you with that for any point shoe related questions. Thanks, Abby, for all of your questions and for watching. Thank you, everyone who submitted, and thank you, everyone, for watching and supporting me and for tuning in. Happy World Ballet Day. For those of you who are in the parts of the world that it is already October 2nd. One last question. Kisses from Portugal. Kisses from Denver. What are your current goals? It's a good question. I think just to keep improving and working on, you know, as a dancer, like we're constantly trying to work and improve. But working on that, staying positive along the way, because it can be hard. Just to keep dancing professionally and being professional productions. Just keep dancing and performing. Basically, that's it. No matter where it is, just to be able to keep dancing, you know, it's a big part of it. So, and helping and inspiring others too. I love hearing from you guys. It's really amazing. It's super nice. Yay! Have a good ballet class. Okay, good. I thought I clicked something. Have a great ballet class. Have a great World Ballet Day. Hope you're all able to dance somewhere, whether it's in like your kitchen, the ballet studio, the street, the sidewalk, maybe not the street unless there's like no cars. Anyways, yeah. So have a great night. Have a great World Ballet Day. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys soon. Hope to get some new videos out to you guys. Bye, guys. How do I end this? Well, I'm new to using it on my phone. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna see if this works. Bye, everyone.